Welcome to the penultimate week of this season's Monday Night Hockey. I'm Simon Mason, and on tonight's show we have some crucial matches, particularly towards the bottom of the tables. In the Investec Women's Premier Division, we're at Holcombe for the visit of the University of Birmingham. We've also got all the action from Beeston at home to East Grinstead, and Buckingham versus Hampstead and Westminster. In the Men's Premier Division, we're at the vital relegation battle between Reading and Brooklyn's Manchester University. We've also got the best of the action from Beeston against Surbiton, the University of Exeter against Old Georgians, Wimbledon at home to Holcombe, and East Grinstead versus Hamster and Westminster. First, we go to Holcombe for the visit to the University of Birmingham. Both sides went into this one on 17 points. The loser of this match would be in real trouble, with the possibility of ending the season in the relegation playoffs. The Birmingham side had won their last 3 matches, whilst Holcombe had won just once in their last 8. Let's join Charlie Broom for this one.
Wilkinson. Oh, that's an easy ball through to Cruikshank now. Cruikshank with opportunities, and here's Manuel. Marks comes sliding out, and Manuel is trying to get round the keeper and won a penalty corner. Wills. Looks like she's going to take this on. She is indeed looking for the deflection, and it's gone in. McEwen, I think, gets the last touch, and it's the perfect start for the hosts. 3 minutes in, and it's 1-0. Let's have a look from behind the goal. Shot comes in, takes the deflection. Marks, no chance in the goal. Birmingham coming down this right-hand side. Andrew fires it forward. Oh, it's been missed by Wilkinson, and a chance here perhaps. Oh, it's still alive for Ellie! And she's levelled things up. 15 minutes in, and Birmingham back on level terms, and a touch of fortune perhaps. The ball comes in, Wilkinson misses it. Then there's another bobble. Lee trying to pick out Manton to her right, and it comes back to her, but there's no mistake about the finish. Jones looking for Elliott. Elliott to Wilkinson. Wilkinson firing through. Now here's an opportunity. Shelley 1-on-1 with the keeper. Marks makes the save. And Birmingham still not out of the woods just yet. If they can get it clear here. Oh, it's been won back again. And here is Jones. Good save by Marks. Jones once again. Rebound for Richards. And the whistle comes to Birmingham's rescue. Initial save from Marks. Well, here I thought Birmingham might get it clear, but it's been won back. And Jones with the shot. Good save by Marks. Falls back to Jones. Second save. Richards, I think, cleared off the line just before the whistle's blown. Now Birmingham trying to get it down this left-hand side, and it's been really well worked. Stewart down that left flank, and here's Brendan Lee on the reverse stick, and Stewart coming in, and that's a good save by Thomas, and they've won a penalty corner. It was Stewart who brought the ball over halfway. She's kept her run going, and no one's gone with her. Manuel's trying to get there. Great bit of skill from Brendan Lee. Penalty corner. Giglio, and a good save by Thomas away to her right hand side. Might not still be over, and there's a deflection. Let's have a look at the penalty corner. Thomas getting across and making a comfortable save. Jones with the free hit. Jones wins another free hit. Has to move it 5, of course. Into the circle it comes, looking for Wild, and falls back to Jones! And Jones scores to make it 2-1 in the 51st minute. What a time to score your first goal of the season. She took the free hit quickly, looked for Wild. Wild, I'm not sure if she was trying to find the pass or the shot. Either way, it fell to Jones, who made no mistake. Penalty corner, and it's going to be Stewart. Sliff to the left-hand side, and the ball in front of Thomas, and it's another penalty corner. Variation from the University of Birmingham, slipped to their left-hand side, ball played in, and Thomas making a good save. Aerial ball out of the back, and it's found Richards. Now Richards in acres of space, and Manuel is unmarked in the middle, and a chance 1-on-1. Manuel with Marks. Manuel round the keeper and across the face of goal. What a chance that was for Holcombe to get the 2-goal barrier. Manuel 1-on-1 with Marks. Gets round the keeper, but the angle against her. And watch here, she puts it right across the face of goal. Sideline ball for Holcombe. I'll go to the back, and Birmingham trying to apply some pressure to win possession high up the park. Ball play forward, picked up by Wild. Wild, and a chance here perhaps. Oh no, is that a free hit? And taken quickly. And Wild along the goal line to Manuel, and that is the third goal. Can this Manuel, couple of minutes from time, surely makes the point safe. Wild went round the outside to the goal line, and the first time shot by Manuel beats the keeper. Holcombe, this is where they want it. Elliott across the face of goal, stopped and cleared upfield. There is the final whistle, and what an important win that is for Holcombe. The final score here, Holcombe 3, University of Birmingham 1, and the visitors not out of the relegation fight just yet with a week to go.
Next, we're with BTV for the visit of East Grinstead to Beeston. East Grinstead are unbeaten in their last 13 games and beat Beeston 2-1 earlier on in the season. Beeston have won their last 2 to pull themselves 1 point clear of 9th
around
place.
The edge of the circle for East Grinstead. Delivery's good, played in towards the goal and turned over the crossbar. Crunched in towards the circle. On the attack again, chance on goal here, and that's wide of the goal. Along the floor and intercepted, and Beeston have it back. Play's going to ground here. Play continuing. Chance at goal, and that's a swing with no connection to the ball. About 5 more East Grinstead players than there are Beeston players, but that gives you an indication of how quick they are moving and how much space they're turning up. Let's see what the chance is here. Umpire's watching closely onwards. Did that hit a foot in the circle? No, says the umpire. Beeston playing it again into a dangerous area. Shot towards goal, and it's been padded out of harm's way. First real attempt on goal, and it's come from the hosts. Ball in doesn't reach its intended recipient, and the pacey break of East Grinstead as they are over halfway already. There's a runner in the middle, that's played towards goal, and sliding in was Kathy Nicholson, couldn't get on the end of it. Towards the baseline, into the circle again, appeal for a free hit. East Grinstead come away with it. Good shielding of the ball, and that's a decent ball forward. That's been picked up. Here's a real chance on goal. Played into the goal for the first of the game. And it's East Grinstead that have the lead. Ellie Rayer credited with the goal there. Took it on a long way, brought the goalkeeper out from the position, and on the reverse side, stroked the ball into the goal. Constant pressure that's being applied. Beeston have done very well to get it over to halfway, and this is good, winning the ball back as well. Who's in there to help? Chance towards goal, and that's blocked by the goalkeeper. It's still live. Long corner. That's excellent work from Lauren Burrell. .3D skills from Rayer. She's in towards the circle again, plays the ball, turned in and flash wide of the uprights. Here's a shooting chance, low and into the goal for a second for East Grinstead. Look at this time on the ball, shot low, and that's a second of the game for Ellie Rayer. Array of options around the edge of the circle. The trap is good, played low and wide of the goal. They have another free hit. Loose in a circle, chance towards goal. It's not been turned in, and it's across again. Long corner. There is life in this game yet. And I do believe that is it. It's a win on the road for East Grinstead. Goals from Ellie Rayer and for Sophie Bray, the difference today.
Hampstead and Westminster travelled to Buckingham, chasing second spot in their first season in the Premier Division. For Buckingham, they still weren't assured of fourth spot, but a win here would do it for them.
Penalty corner. Hit by Horn. Comes back off the keeper. Owsley's in there looking to try and get a goal back. An opportunity here. Shot comes in. And that's off the body of Scott, or is it off the stick? The umpire's given the short corner. Line up once again. Corner on the left hand. Castle. In comes the shot. Saved on the line and put back by Owsley, who opens the scoring 8 minutes in. Buckingham 0, Hampstead Westminster 1. Buckingham bringing the ball out of defence down this left-hand side. One back by Hampstead on the halfway line, but good determination from Buckingham and an opportunity for them. And Nicholson tries to play it back. Well tackled by Horner. Shipley up to the 23 first-time pass. It's a turnover ball and a chance perhaps for Hampstead and Westminster to break. Here comes Lily Owsley. This is where she's so dangerous in open play. There's a player wide open on the right-hand side. Chance here. Robertson, no. Good block coming in. Round the back. Go Buckingham. Here's Shipley. Here comes the press from Hampstead and Westminster. And they could be in trouble here, Buckingham. Here is the chance. And it's wide. Wilkinson with the chance. And she's put it wide after being fed in by Robertson. Shipley to the 23. Hampstead and Westminster really pressing. They've won possession high up the park. And here is Owsley. Owsley trying to feed in Wilkinson. And Jackson gets it clear with her right kicker. Owsley straight through the middle. What a chance this is for Hampstead Westminster. Owsley to her right and Jackson with the save again. Shipley with the ball on the Hampstead Westminster 23. Leaves it. Now she'll try and put it into the circle from a different angle. No, she won't. She feeds it down that right channel. Here's a chance here for Van Arrowsmith to get it in. And it's a 16. Buckingham again under pressure. And it's been won back by Hampstead and Westminster, and a chance here for Hunt down this right-hand side. Hunt. That's it across the face of goal, and nobody in red on the far post to touch it in. Your ball up over the top. It's been missed, and Hampstead and Westminster again have a chance to attack from high up the park. Here is Robertson, lovely little ball back, and a ball across the face of the goal. Penalty corner. Hampstead Westminster run the variation. Is that the foot there on the line of Higgins? And the umpires are going to have a conference. Buckingham, I think, are going to argue it's going wide, but the stroke has been given. Shipley saying that it must be going wide. Robertson against Jackson. And Jackson makes the save. In truth, it was a poor stroke from Robertson. And Buckingham still in this. Well, Hampstead and Westminster have had so many chances to win this. If they don't get the 3 points, they've only got themselves to blame, and they're looking for the goal that will surely settle things up. Robertson, no, she's missed it. Another chance goes begging for the visitors, or does it? And Jackson makes another save.
It's a go, Loss, a go.
Well, Hampstead and Westminster get the 3 points they needed. Final score here at Stowe: Buckingham 0, Hampstead and Westminster 1.
Bowden picked up their 4th win of the season thanks to Alex Lukin's 42nd minute goal at home to Loughborough students. Surbiton's unbeaten record ended with a 1-0 home defeat against Clifton Robinson's. Catherine Lane's 3rd goal of the season from a 41st minute penalty corner was the difference between the two sides. Here's how the table now looks. Buckingham need just a point to secure 4th spot in the table. Clifton and Holcombe would need a fairly large swing in the goal difference to take that 4th spot off them if Buckingham do lose next week. At the bottom, it now looks like the relegation playoff battle is between Beeston, the University of Birmingham and Loughborough students. Our first match in the men's Premier Division is the relegation battle between Reading and Brooklands Manchester University. If Reading fail to win here, quite simply they will be relegated. The fixture between these two sides ended in a 4-1 win for Brooklands earlier in the season. Charlie Broom is your commentator again for this one.
Ball out of defence. And that's taken on the halfway line, but it's been intercepted, and a chance here for Brooklands to have the perfect start. Here's the opportunity for Slater. And he can't find the back of the net. Well intercepted by David Flanagan. Looks up, sees Slater. Slater one-on-one with Chris Wyver, and he lobs it just over. Reading getting it turned over by Carres in the midfield. Carres wins the free hit, takes it quickly, has a little look up, finds Watton. Watton out that left-hand side, opportunity, knocks hit, comes back into the middle, and there is Watton to put it into the back of the net. And what a start for the visitors. 5 minutes in, Reading 0, Brooklands MU 1. Watton feeding it out to that left-hand side. He continues his run, so when it comes back off the keeper, he puts it in. Penalty corner, Peter Flanagan on the right, Way on the left. It's gone to the left-hand side, and well, there's a slip here, and in it comes, and the deflection just past the post from David Flanagan. Double movement at the top, and the deflection just wide. Another penalty corner, and the drag flick, and it's saved off the line by Lockery. What a pick that is from Stuart Lockery. Great clearance from him. Brotherton bringing it forward. Doesn't like his options, so drops it out. Here comes some pressure from Brooklands, but the ball up the sideline picks out Roberts. Brotherton allowed to come an awful long way and allowed to pick his pass perhaps. There's a deflection. It's going to fall to Allen. And Allen! Oh, what a finish from Oscar Allen. 36 minutes in, and we are all square. Brotherton allowed to come all the way to the 23. Allen was there. It takes a big deflection, but how about this for a finish? Great start to the second half for Reading. Penalty corner for Reading, and the drag flick comes in from Lockery on the reverse stick. And just away by David Flanagan on the left post. Well, the post players are having a blinder at both ends. Flanagan puts it down to fine leg. Way and Perrin at the top of the circle. It's Way, and is Lockery again, is it? On the line for Reading. Let's have a look. Yeah, Stuart Lockery with another great stop on the line. Penalty corner for Reading. It's going to be Ellison to take this on, and it's David Flanagan on the line again for Brooklands. Flanagan and Lockery on fire. Faulkner stops, plays it back in, and here is Ellison. Ellison has come all the way into the middle and just past the post by Faulkner. He started it and he gets the shot away, but just past that right hand post. Ellison puts it back to that left hand side, and again Reading allowed to come an awfully long way without a challenge coming in, and a chance here now for Allen. He's got one, he's got two. Oscar Allen gets his second goal of the season, and Reading are in front in a must-win game. How important will that goal be? Again, Reading allowed so much time and space. Allen picks it up, still got a lot of work to do, and somehow just gets the shot away despite stumbling. Sutcliffe forward the ball, and here is an opportunity for Watton. Watton along the goal line and cleared by Reading, and danger averted. Here is Scott. Scott, he's on his bike here over halfway line. Scott looking for Oxford. Oxford into the circle, tries lob, good save, it could still fall for Scott. 3-1. Peter Scott gives Reading some breathing space. They lead by 2 with 7 minutes to go. He picked it up inside his own 23. Again, allowed to run an awfully long way. Finds Oxford. Oxford one-on-one with the keeper. The keeper does his job. And as the ball rebounds, Reading gets some luck after the season they've had, and they lead 3-1. Gittins. Can he finish it off? Gittins, great tackle on the edge of the circle. And Brooklands will look to try and get this away as quickly as possible. Here is Ray Hills. Ray Hills with Perrin in front of him to his left-hand side. Ray Hills comes inside. So foot on the edge of the circle. Free hit, which Ray Hills takes. Still going Ray Hills across the face of goal. Here is Perrin. And there is the save from Chris Wyver. Ray Hills getting the cross to Perrin. And Perrin couldn't get any power on it. But a good stop nevertheless. Penalty corner away, and Peter Flanagan at the top of the circle. Drag flick comes in, saved by Wyver, and then Sutcliffe reaching around the defender. Can't get the ball on target. Great one-handed stop from Chris Wyver. Brooklands with Perrin trying to find a consolation if they can, or even a goal to get back in it. And there is the final whistle. And Reading, in a must-win game, have got the 3 points. And they head to Old Georgians next week, knowing that a point will be good enough if Brooklands lose at home to East Grinstead.
Beeston hosted Surbiton, looking to overturn a 4-2 defeat that they suffered earlier on in the season. BTV providing the coverage once again.
Beeston Hockey Club.
Indeed, Johnny Gould, number 7, and then further around Zach Wallace as well. So there's a lot of quality around the edge. And that is the first goal of the game, and no surprise to see Luke Taylor with the efforts.
Yeah, well, that's just a little bit like we thought, really. You know, you give away that corner when there's such a dangerous short corner taker as him.
So around the edge of the circle, goal scorer Luke Taylor, number 3. He's the obvious candidate. However, there are a couple around with him who can put the ball in the goal. It will be Taylor. Low, and that is a second.
Yeah.
Exactly the same as before.
Why would you change anything? Yeah, his power speaks for itself.
So Luke Taylor is the obvious target. He's already on 2. Could this be number 3 for number 3? It is the same player. It is low. It is hard, and that is another goal. It's a hat-trick of penalty corners for Surbiton's Luke Taylor.
You've got to be quite precise.
In the right place, and just what didn't quite come off.
Wobbly pass, and he couldn't get on the end of that.
Indeed. Did the best he could there, and that's turned in for a 4th goal.
Well, it's their first open play goal. I mean, it was interesting. Just Simon Hudran surrounded by Surbiton forwards. There was 2 of them, one either side of him. Hard to know where that ball was going to go. And Surbiton's willingness just to move that on quickly. Well, the last one that he scored, the number 1 runner didn't get anywhere near to it, and the man on the post struggled. And he's done the same again.
Same trick. Luke Taylor with 4 from 4. A 5th goal for Surbiton.
Shot on target, and the man on the post maybe to make a save.
Taylor low, and there it is again.
Sounds like Groundhog Day, isn't it? It's the number 1 runner's missing it. Again, you see a ball fall into a Beeston player, but it's too easily turned over, and here we go again.
There's a decent ball on towards the penalty spot, and that's turned in for a 7th goal for Beeston. And if I'm looking at it right, I think that's David Goodfield who's turned the ball in.
Yeah, a lovely counter-attack. I mean, you can't get much quicker than that. I mean, every pass has found its target. The crossfield pass here, such accuracy between the 2 Beeston final defence.
Proctor traps Dixon, goes low, and that is the goal. Adam Dixon on the score sheet for Beeston.
Well, it's nice to see him score. I mean, actually a cracking flick, because that's gone right in the top corner. Measure of Adam's frustration with the scoreline. I think he's launched that.
Not really going anywhere.
Final whistle.
And the final whistle has gone. It is Beeston 1, Surbiton 7.
The University of Exeter against Old Georgians is up next. The home side's still in need of points to avoid the threat of slipping back into the relegation playoff position. Wimbledon hosted Holcombe, looking to try and leapfrog Hampstead Westminster into second place after their defeat last time out. Holcombe went into this match on the back of a good run of form, picking up 10 points from their last 4 games. Our final match of the weekend is East Grinstead versus Hampstead Westminster. The home side will be looking nervously over their shoulders after a run of just 1 win in 8 matches had left them just 4 points ahead of 9th place.
Oh, nice.
Go on, then. Go on, shoot. Oh. Yeah. Just not like that. Come here. Come. You send up the west?
Yeah. Oh boy. They need to get bibs. Yesterday from the corner. It's so funny.
What's that?
This is how the table looks. The top 4 are secure, but in which order? It could be important with home advantage being in the playoff semi-finals up for grabs. Reading's win means they have a chance to avoid relegation in the playoffs entirely next week, with the University of Exeter and Brooklands both in trouble. East Grinstead are now safe for another year. That's it for tonight's show. Join us next week for the final show of the season.